I mean, not so much surprises, but probably one big item that we've not really mentioned so far is salary sacrifice pensions. From 2029, there is a plan for a cap of £2,000 contribution through salary sacrifice, with any amounts above that following the same rules as other types of pension contributions. But that is one avenue that's being sort of made narrower, certainly, if not completely closed off. Perhaps some of the argument made by the Chancellor there was that salary sacrifice kind of benefits higher paid workers generally. With the increases of minimum wage and the need to meet minimum wage, it often cuts off access to salary sacrifice for lower paid workers because of that risk of breaching minimum wage with salary sacrifice pensions. So, perhaps that argument does hold some weight.
Breaking. The Chancellor has just launched a double attack on your future wealth. From 2029, she's capping salary sacrifice pensions at just £2,000 a year. Anything above that gets hammered with extra national insurance. And from 2027, your tax-free cash ISA allowance is being slashed from £20k to £12k. They say it's to make us invest. But who really pays? Spoiler, it's you, me, and every young person heading for a retirement crisis. Let's break it down.
The next generation of retirees have already got it pretty tough. It's fair to say that it's going to be difficult for people looking to retire if you're my age or even younger. Now that has changed again now, so salary sacrifice has been impacted as a result of this budget. So let me explain it. Salary sacrifice means that you put money into your pension before any tax is paid from it. It's an incredible benefit that we're very lucky to have. Now what's going to happen going forward from April 2029, this is going to change if you are putting more than £2,000 into your pension. So if you are, for example, on £40,000 per year and you're putting 5% into your pension, as salary sacrifice, that's going to equate to £2,000. Now, any more than that you put in, you're going to get hit by additional national insurance contributions. It's anticipated it could raise as much as £2 to £4 billion for the government, but who's paying for it? You and I, unfortunately. I already believe that we're facing into a pension crisis at the moment. Don't forget that you're not paying into a pot that's going to pay you when you come to retire. People that are working now are paying for those that are retired now. So this is going to be an effective increase in the costs associated with putting money into a pension for anyone that falls above that threshold. Now, of course, the tax benefits are still incredibly good as a result of doing so, but you just need to monitor and have a look at what that impact might be for you if you fall within that category.
Most young people in the UK are already heading towards a tough time financially when they finally make it to retirement. They're not saving enough into their personal pension, and the government have just made this type of saving even less attractive, which is a crazy decision. Also, they're probably not going to have the benefit of a state pension when they finally get to age 70, or at least they're not going to have it being increased by the triple lock, because that's way too expensive and is definitely going to be scrapped before people like me, age 29, get to retirement age. I really hate this short-term thinking from the government. Sure, this change in pension rules will make them a quick buck, but it's just going to come back and bite them in the ass. When all these young people finally make it to retirement and can't afford to live because they've not saved enough into their pension, who do the government think are going to have to cover those costs? The government. Albeit a future government, but the pension or the tax savings that the government are making today are just going to come back and bite them in the ass in the future.
The cash ISA has officially been cut. Starting 2027, the new limit is £12,000 per tax year out of your £20,000 ISA allowance. The reason given? To try and get more people investing. Will this work? I personally don't think so. So what do I think will happen? Well, I think that you do not start investing because you're forced into it. It's just going to shove more people from investing into their cash ISA to just putting money into normal savings account and therefore now paying tax on more of their savings. And to add on top of that, the tax that you now have to pay on your savings interest has gone up by another 2%. So more people are going to pay more tax, and it's not going to get this country investing. What do I think they should have done instead? Well, here's a few things. Number one, education. Investing is an education play. That's all it is. People don't understand it, they don't think they can afford it, and they're worried about the risk. More education gets more people investing, not forcing it through the cash ISA door. And number two, an idea from Martin Lewis, which was some kind of incentive to young people to start investing. Maybe a bonus of some kind on the first amount that you put into your investments. Incentivizing things, even things like the British ISA. Not a great idea, but at least it incentivizes people to start investing by giving them more, not by taking things away. So it's not 4,000 like was rumored a year ago. It's not 10,000. It's 12,000. It's not going to affect most people, especially with the over 65-year-old clause that's going into it. But do I think it's the best way to get people investing in this country? Absolutely not.
So there's been a number of tax changes from the budget today, one of them being the reduction of the cash ISA limit from £20,000 down to £12,000. This isn't a surprise, as people were speculating that this was going to happen, but now it's confirmed that it will take place from 2027. Now, if you're over 65, this doesn't affect you. Main justification as to why the government has done this is because they want to increase and encourage people investing. They say to encourage investing in Britain, but there's two major points they're missing with this. Just because you reduce people's ability to save in a cash ISA doesn't automatically mean that people's risk appetite suddenly changes and that they're going to invest all of that excess into stocks and shares instead. And then equally, in a stocks and shares ISA, you can invest in numerous different instruments, stocks and shares, and there is absolutely no incentive for people to start investing in the FTSE 100 or other British-backed companies. All in all, I think a pretty pointless change for what they're trying to achieve. It's not going to suddenly make more people start investing. I think that's going to come from financial literacy and following people like me. If you're new here, my name's Charlie. I'm an award-winning chartered tax advisor, and I'm breaking down all of the announcements from the budget so you know exactly what it means for you. Hope you enjoyed this video and follow along for more.
So after many rumours, it has been confirmed today from the budget that Chancellor Reeves will be cutting the cash ISA limit from £20,000 to £12,000. This will be effective from 2027 and will not affect anyone over the age of 65. Now, just to clarify, this is the amount that you can deposit per tax year, not the amount that you already have. So if you already had a lot of money inside a cash ISA, it's not going to be affected. Now, a lot of people are asking why? Well, the UK government wants to get more people investing, and particularly in the FTSE 100. Now, my personal feeling as someone that is very passionate about personal finance and financial literacy, I think the main issue is not people just hoarding lots of cash for the sake of it. I think a lot of people are scared to invest or don't really understand it, and therefore the issue is financial illiteracy rather than the cash ISA limit. I think restricting people's access to this type of account isn't necessarily going to guarantee that they will then transfer to a stocks and shares ISA. Similarly, there is no guarantee that they will invest in the FTSE 100. I'd be interested to see how this pans out. My personal feeling is I don't use cash ISAs in the first place, but for anyone that does, it could be a massive change. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and follow for more content from me.
So there you have it. They capped the one tax-efficient pension trick middle earners had, and they've just taken £8,000 a year of tax-free saving away from under 65 seconds, all while pretending it's for our own good. Short-term cash for the Treasury, long-term disaster for your retirement. The message is clear: save smart today or pay massively tomorrow. Drop a comment. Are you affected by the £2k pension cap or the cash ISA cut? Smash like if you're furious, and I'll see you in the next one.